Good evening, Bloomingdales.
And welcome back to the Late Bloomers Podcast.
I'm Sully.
And I am Lo.
And we're okay.
Oakley dokley, neighborino.
Neighborino. Yeah, come on.
I'm going to pretend like I
Get it right or don't commit to it at all.
Yeah, I have no idea. Just making things up. We're here for episode 12.
Here!
Episode 12 of the podcast.
Episode 12, baby. That's a dozen. It's not a baker's dozen, right?
That's the next one.
Which is 13. And it's not a gross, which is 44. Right?
Is it?
I don't know. Or is it gross 24?
I have no idea.
Either way, we're not bakers, clearly. We're newscasters. And that's why you listen to this podcast. To be told the news. Which we don't have much of.
Got some real obscure shit to share with you guys this evening.
Yeah, one's not so obscure, but some of it is obscure. We could just tell them about our lives, because really we know that's all they care about.
So our lives. We just spent a weekend in the woods.
But not the Amazon, which is on fire.
Which is on fire. And that's the news.
And that's the news. The Amazon is on fire.
Yeah, she's been burning for a couple days. Is that what you said?
Indeed, yes.
It can be seen from space.
I don't know what started it, but yeah, it can be seen from space.
We did no research. We
At
just
all.
saw a headline and went with it.
I'll probably listen to this one in a couple years and be like, what the fuck, the Amazon was on fire? Whatever happened? I never heard about it again.
Well, to make matters worse, when Sully first mentioned it, I 100% thought he said Amazon was on fire, and I was thinking, damn, my Prime shipment's not going to be on time.
It's funny though, like, did you think it was like the corporate building?
Yeah,
or like...
because that's big enough that if it was on fire, you could see that from space. Could you not?
I guess you could see the World Trade Centers from space. They said that you could see the World Trade Centers smoke from space. It is. Rest in peace. Isn't it weird to think we're almost 20 years on that though? I know it's off topic.
Well,
in
we
2
got
years.
2 years, yeah.
Really just one. I mean, it's almost September. And I don't count the 11 months before it. You know what I mean? Once it's past it.
You're a dork. You mean once we hit 2020, whatever?
I round up.
So much rounding. Just like when you said we were 30, but we still have 5 months.
I'm 57. I have been for many years.
I'm 50. 50 years old.
We're going to be saying it before we know. We're going to be like, oh, God.
I've been trying to tell people that just to get used to saying
I've been saying I'm
30
since I've been 28 and a half because I had a serious
28 and a half, specific.
I had a weird crisis at 28 and a half where I was like, God, I'm almost 29 and then I'm basically 30. But honestly,
which means I'm basically 50 and I'm basically dead.
No, 30 is way different nowadays than it was in 1990. 30 in 2019 is much different than 1990.
Agreed. What else we got in the news?
What else do we have in the news, you say?
Rocco's Modern Life.
Yeah, we talked about cartoons that one episode, if you remember that.
We did.
And I mentioned that show, I believe. Rocco's Modern Life. Or
Rocco's Modern Life.
We did not plan that.
We don't plan any of them.
No, I just thought it was weird that we both decided to sing the song. Anyway, it's a good show, and they're bringing it back. I don't know how I feel about it. We'll have to see.
Now, are they doing it the exact same way,
where it's kind of weird and demented?
Cartoon and weird and...
Yeah, it was... I always...
Well, you know they're doing all that live action shit for everything these days.
It's not live action or CG or anything.
That would be weird.
It's hand-drawn. It's supposed to be just like the 90s. But I always liked Rocco because it reminded me a little bit of Ren and Stimpy, but my parents would let me watch Rocco's Modern Life.
It was a little less inappropriate. Or I guess the jokes were a little more
but it still
underhanded.
Had weird... surrealistic, trippy backgrounds now when I look back on
it. What was that other one? Courage the Cowardly Dog. I feel like was like
scary.
That too.
Courage was like that fucking Amish picture of those two people, you know what I mean? But it came to life. Yeah. It was fucking scary. It was a scary show.
And the dog just have a big hole in his tooth?
He had a giant hole in his tooth, yeah.
Sad news for the Cincinnati community.
Mm-hmm. Cedric Benson.
Our boy, Cedric Benson, died.
Passed in a car crash.
Motorcycle accident.
Oh, that's right. Motorcycle. But still messes me up. I can remember when he was drafted, we were in high school. He wasn't drafted to the Bengals, though. He went somewhere else first.
Were we that young?
I want to say, yeah.
Has he been playing that long?
Juniors, probably. He was only a couple years older than us. But yeah, I want to say we were probably like juniors. Maybe seniors. But he got drafted and eventually played for the Bengals, but I always liked him. Played for Texas. I do remember that. And,
yeah, that just happened.
And not just
over
him,
the weekend.
The girl he was with, clearly. Just because she's not famous doesn't mean we don't respect her life.
Oh, no, I just don't know her name.
May she rest in peace as well.
Absolutely. Yeah, Watchdog read that to me
What's up?
in the car.
Chili coated crawdaddy baby.
Chili coated crawdaddy baby. That's a joke that you won't get for a couple more minutes. But yeah, he read it. Like, we were just driving home, and he was on Twitter or something, and saw it, and we were all like, damn. And then I took a nap, because it was a long weekend.
Because you're still alive.
Well, it was a long weekend, so we went to the woods. One of our good girlfriends.
Best girlfriends.
Best lady friends.
She's moving to Seoul, Korea.
Seoul, South Korea. She's going to be teaching English and yoga, just picking up her life and moving across the world. Very excited for her. So yes, we got a cabin. There was about 15 or so of us total that went.
It's a good time.
It was a really good time.
Got shui, baby.
Lots of shui.
I was recruited by a Korean company to move to a northern city there called Pyongyang. It was a shadowy organization.
Pyongyang.
They offered me a job there.
Are you done?
And
because I obviously none of that happened.
Great benefits. I'm thinking about doing it.
Go for it.
But there's a lot of weird stipulations. No internet, no phones, stuff like that. But anyway. Weird. So she moved to South Korea. She's getting some BB bop every day.
She has not moved yet.
Wait, when is she moving?
Either this coming Saturday or the following. But very soon.
I never asked what's going on with her dog. Sorry, this is not interesting to these people. But
the dog, I believe, is her family dog. So
she's just giving it to her family.
Yeah, I think her parents are going to keep it. Her
very
little
cool. Love that dog. It's a
Bevo.
dog.
He's a little Shiba Inu.
He's going to miss her.
He's such a little shit, and I love him. But yeah, what did we do? So Friday night, the boys and I drove up. Sully was not with us. He had to work. We did a little 5-mile kayak, and then we went grocery shopping, which was like herding cattle, trying to keep 3 boys together to buy groceries that made sense.
I wish I would have went. I almost called off, and then that's when I asked you, and you were like, what if you had left already? Because I was seriously about to just be like,
I think we were already
If you had said no, I was going to be like, I have diarrhea, and then just clocked off the phone and rode with you guys.
Well, we told you to do that.
Yeah, but I really didn't want to.
You work from home.
Yeah, but I don't really have the time. Like, I've got enough time. I'm going to Washington in a week and a half.
Whatever. But yes, we did that. Then we got there. Sully came up Saturday. Friday night was real weird. We spent a lot of time in the hot tub. Everybody had wigs on. It was strange.
Everybody had their brains cooked. Their balls were cooked.
It was hot. It was very hot this weekend. And then Saturday we all went hiking.
I kept trying to make I didn't go hiking, but I'm sure it was fun.
Yeah, we got back. You got back right as, I'm sorry. I can't stop yawning.
When I got there, everybody was asleep.
Yeah, basically. Everybody was laying down. Because as soon as we got back from the hike, everybody just started shoving food in their mouths because we were all starving. And then people started dropping like flies. But, people woke up pretty quickly after you got there. And
so get the party rolling.
First thing you did was shotgun a White Claw.
I always just do it. I don't even really like doing it. I just make a joke about it, but I'm like, fuck it, I'll shotgun this thing.
How is that?
It sucks. You burp a lot.
Is it like, it's more carbonated than a beer, correct?
Yeah, you're burping like crazy. And you feel very full for like 20 minutes. But I will tell you, it gets you really drunk really fast.
Oh, shit.
Like, I only had one, and then I shotgunned that other one. I was like, man. Yeah.
It's happening. Yeah, and then we just, partied. The girl who's leaving, her brother came and DJ'd for us. He's a disco DJ. So we had some good music going on. People were dancing.
Everybody told me he was a disco DJ, so when he got there, I was like, I want to hear some Bee Gees remix. And his girlfriend was like, no thank you. And I was like, what the fuck? I thought this
All I wanted to hear was, let's get physical.
He didn't play it either.
Physical.
But
he was so upset. He said that he had it, but he left. It was at home.
He was still very good.
He was very good, and he was so nice.
Nicest guy.
So calm compared to his sister.
Kind of looks like our buddy Tim, the tall guy that we saw the last time we were in OTR.
My neighbor?
No, Tim.
Oh.
Tim.
Yeah. Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Don't you think their faces kind of look similar?
I think the DJ is a little less goofy looking, but yeah,
right,
they're similar human beings.
Great
content.
If you're listening to this, Tim, she loved you.
No, I went to grade school with Tim. I've known Tim.
Oh, I'm aware.
Longer than I've known you.
But yeah, DJ came, DJ'd it up. A few people got in the hot tub the next night. Besides that,
it was too hot.
It was mainly just chillaxing out. Cool. I found a pair of sunglasses, which were not his. Which were not mine. But, I was thinking about it too. Like, this is how stupid I am. Like, when I get drunk, I don't know. I guess I'm just an idiot. But, like, I didn't really... They were sitting on a table.
outside.
So I didn't really find them. Somebody clearly left them there.
You happened upon them.
But truthfully, they were the one guy, so I didn't know.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm the kind of guy where, like, if I see sunglasses, like, you know, first of all, no offense to the guy. They didn't look that nice. I mean, they were just, like, cheap sunglasses. So I figured it was somebody who's, like, River sunglasses.
No, I'm pretty sure they were Ray-Bans.
Were they?
Yeah, they were nice sunglasses.
Oh, well, they had, like...
That's why he was upset about them.
They had a weird blue sheen to them.
They were polarized.
Oh, so they were really nice.
Yeah. Yes, that's why he was like...
See, I wasn't paying any attention.
Those are my sunglasses.
I figured that they were Rob's or Cody's.
No.
Or one of my buddies. So,
nope.
So I grabbed them and I put them on. Just like how I grabbed that cowboy hat like 5 minutes later. You know what I mean? That's the kind of guy I am.
I mean, nobody really cared.
But anyway.
But then guess what happened after that?
What?
Batman!
Oh, that's true, yeah.
Then we watched a bit of a Batman marathon, and Sully had a boner almost the entire time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love Batman.
Nerding out about Batman. As we made brownies and...
That was honestly like my favorite part of the night, was because then it felt like I was just having a sleepover with my friends.
It was like a grown-up sleepover, just eating
the
food
Batman
and
marathon
giggling.
was on, and I hate myself for it because Elliot, it first came on, and Elliot was like, "Sully, come watch Batman with me," and I was having a good time drinking, so I was like, you know, whatever. But then when I went upstairs and I saw it on the TV, the lure was just too much. So I sat down and we started watching Batman.
And then everybody was watching Batman and making guacamole.
And then the whole party came upstairs, baby.
And
it was just a Batman
we were like,
party.
oh my god, we have too much food to take home. So let's just make everything that we can and eat all this food. So for like,
delicious.
I swear to God, for like 12 hours straight that day, we just
cookie brownie
ate.
bars. Oh my God.
And then we made crawdads at 3:30 in the morning.
They were good, but God, I forgot. They are a lot of fucking work, man. To get
for
just
like
a little
nothing.
bit of meat. Yeah, it's
like
not
just
much.
baby.
You gotta boil
lobster.
ass. You gotta boil ass.
Yeah, that's how you do it. You gotta boil the ass.
That's a secret recipe, baby. That trombone fish, wait.
And that was the voice that Sully used the entire time that we talked about it.
Talking about crawdaddies, baby.
Do I still sound kind of weird?
Hoarse, a little bit, yeah.
Yeah. This is the most voice I've had.
She was screaming every all weekend.
Well, I had like almost no voice Saturday night by the time we went to bed. Yeah. No, I think I was fine when you got there. It was by the end of that night.
You sounded hoarse while I got there.
Wow. But then Sunday, I had like no voice at all Sunday. I think we got back to Cincinnati at like 1:30 and I had to drop Bruce off. And then I was like, I need groceries. I have no food in my house. I have no food for the rest of the week. Like, I gotta get groceries. So I forced myself. I didn't even go home first. I just forced myself to go straight to the grocery store. Got my groceries. Left my wallet in the car. And of course I did like the self checkout. So I had to like make this woman fucking hold my shit so I could go get my wallet. And I was like, I was so just like not a human being. There was a fucking hole in the ass of my leggings, which I didn't realize until later.
Nice.
And I had my fucking backwards hat on. Yeah, it was a weird day. And then I came home and I cooked and I went to bed by like 7:30 p.m.
Very nice.
And I woke up at like 1:45 a.m.
I didn't sleep at all. I could not sleep on that fucking couch, man.
Try sleeping on that prison mattress I was on.
Yeah, that sucks. Dude, both couches downstairs were open. If I had known that, I would have went down there. But I assumed that everything was taken.
No, we were still watching Batman when you laid down.
Yeah, but I could have went downstairs and watched Batman, and then one of you guys could have slept on the couch.
Was there a TV down there?
There was a giant TV. But I didn't, so it doesn't matter. But
No,
I slept like
important.
shit, so I got up early and rolled out.
Yeah, Sully made sure to get out of there before any of the cleaning began.
I got there Saturday night. I had at least contributed to the mess.
Yeah, so we were all freaking out because of the copious amounts of alcohol that was consumed, that we had to be out of the cabin by 11 a.m.
on Sunday,
and
right?
cleaned
and
out.
all the alcohol was gone.
And all the alcohol. Oh, no, we still had like, I think 3 giant bottles of champagne left.
Damn, who took those? Should have given them Raleigh, probably.
I think Raleigh took one, Elliot took one, and I forget who took the other one. But then like Rob's car wouldn't start, so that was a whole thing.
What?
But we were out of there by like 10:30.
Did you guys get Rob's car to start?
Yeah.
Was it a battery thing?
I think so. They were trying to jump him, and it was a whole thing. But everything seemed fine. Everybody was,
it's a good trip.
Loaded up. It was a lot of fun. It's always nice to get to spend some time. Like, one of my friends was asking me, he's like, why didn't you sleep? Like, why were you, like, the last person awake every night? And I was like, because there's a lot of people that I don't get to see very often. The majority of them live up in Columbus, which is, like, 2 hours north of us.
So true.
And I was like, I just wanted to make sure I was getting as much quality time in with these people as I could.
Got hammered and ate good food.
So much good food.
Me and Elliot watched a ton of Batman.
A lot of Batman.
I was so fucking hyped. Like, I was hyped. That was one of my... it was a good
like,
memory.
Genuinely happy moment.
Even Russo said that when he saw me. He was like, that was genuine. When I found out it was a marathon, I was like... Because they'll play Batman 1 and Batman 2 typically right after each other. But then when they were like, Batman Forever is next.
And you're like, fuck yeah. He's like pressing down on his crotch, trying to hide his boner. Like,
I mean, I don't even like Batman Forever, but I just love that Batman's on TV, baby. I mean, I loved him as a kid, so, you know.
Yeah. Okay, so speaking of how much Batman we watch, what have you currently been watching? What you watching, Sully?
Oh, really, I've been playing video games.
Playing video games or watching video games?
I've been playing video games. I've also been watching some YouTube of video games, but I've been watching a show called Harmon Quest, which is by the guy who makes Rick and Morty, and Dan Harmon. He's my favorite writer.
Is that a show or is that a YouTube?
No, it's a show. But he made Community.
Oh, okay.
And he moved on and did Rick and Morty, which he still does now. And now he does a show.
I don't get the appeal of Rick and Morty.
It's pretty funny. It really plays up on sci-fi stuff. So like if you like sci-fi, it's like.
So that's why I don't get it.
It's like The Simpsons set in sci-fi. Yeah, like if everything was sci-fi based.
See, but I feel like that's how Futurama was. And I liked Futurama.
Futurama was goofier than Rick and Morty though. Rick and Morty has some stakes, so it's a little more. I don't know. It's hard to explain. It's a good show though. But like I liked Futurama too. But like Futurama would like go out of its way. Rick and Morty does that too though. But like Rick is a genius. And like a tortured genius, kind of. So it's a little different. It's like a kind of just.
He's the old guy that's always got like puke on his mouth, right?
Because he's an alcoholic, yeah. But anyway, it's a good show. I like Rick and Morty. But Harmon Quest is where Dan Harmon and his people play Dungeons and Dragons, and they animate and like it's improvisers. Like Elizabeth Olsen they've had some big time guests. Like Elizabeth Olsen was on it.
Love her.
Camille Nanjiani's been on it. Patton Oswalt's been on it. I'm trying to think of other famous people that you would know. You know,
did I tell you our friends, one of our friends has been not only followed by but retweeted?
Yes,
yeah.
I saw that.
It's pretty exciting stuff.
It is pretty cool. Blake Hammond, check him out. He's on YouTube.
He's very funny. He's Big Rad Machine.
Big Rad Machine. He's got some. He's got a good Twitter following going, and his jokes are good.
His Instagram's pretty great.
Check out the YouTube though. He's got some good Some of his best bits are on. I hate calling them bits. It sounds like I'm.
I mean, they are. They're bits, and
his best stand-up like jokes. He's
and they've been like there's a.
What is he on YouTube? Is he Big Rad Machine too?
I think so, but there's also been a lot of like comedy based pages on Facebook. Like there's one. It's called like the Dad Joke something. I forget what it's actually called, but they've like reposted some of his
stuff too.
Some of his
stuff. A few
good.
other comedians have reposted him, but like not as famous as Patton. But like
he was so excited. He's like, Patton's like one of the main reasons I got into stand up.
Yeah, it's dope. Patton's good.
Anyway, so Patton has
Patton's a fucking nerd, by the way.
Love him. Yeah,
huge nerd.
His stand up's great.
Yep. But so he's been on there. Basically, they play Dungeons and Dragons, and then they animate it. So like it'll cut to them all at a table. Kind of
like Drunk History, they'll be talking and then it cuts
but it's like improv where like they're improving, so like they're being funny too while actually playing Dungeons and Dragons, and then they animate it. So I've been watching that in the background while playing. I've been playing all the God, say this, I'm gonna get into some nerd shit, but a lot of people like Final Fantasy, which is more popular here, but Dragon Quest is really popular in Japan. I always liked Dragon Quest more.
Getting real nerdy.
There's a new Dragon Quest coming out for Switch, so I wanted to replay all the Dragon Quest. So I've been playing the fuck out of Dragon Quest.
Say Dragon Quest one more time.
Dragon Quest. But I don't play any of the early ones because they're just not my bag. But like I played 5, 6, 7, and I'm about to play 8, but now I'm taking a mini Dragon Quest break to play Zelda Link Between Worlds, which is a dope ass game.
So, but have you been? The question was, what you watching?
I've been watching Harmon Quest, and I've also been watching some YouTube stuff, like The Completionist. He's a guy who plays
plays video games, right?
Totally to completion now. Like every collectible, he does everything he can.
To completion.
Some games, yeah. Some games are very intricate that way. Some are less.
Okay.
And I've been watching some Let's Plays of other people just playing some video games, mainly for the walkthrough aspect of like, this is what I need to do next. I don't feel like figuring it out.
Somebody give me
I'm just gonna watch this guy. Yeah.
Well, that's cute.
So that's what I've been doing. I've been watching a lot of movies too. Did I mention War Games?
No.
With Matthew Broderick? I might have mentioned it in the last podcast because I watched it a couple weeks ago.
I don't know, but you've... okay, carry on.
War Games, Matthew Broderick. I think it was before Ferris Bueller. But he's a young, like, video arcade guy. And he hacks into the, like, nuclear defense system thinking that it's a game. And then, like, they have a really advanced AI that thinks it's playing it, like, you know, going through a simulation. But then there's a, like, fail safe or something. I don't know. Something fails to where it actually could happen. So, like, this guy has to play it. And, and Matthew Broderick. And what's the girl from Breakfast Club? The rebel one who's, like, you know, kind of crazy.
Don't know her actual name.
Whatever her actual name is, she is his love interest in
the
that
little
movie.
goth girl.
Mm-hmm. But it's actually a really good movie. And a lot of people don't know this. Reagan liked to watch movies. They would screen like whatever was in theaters for Reagan at the White House. They played War Games for him.
And he was like,
could this actually happen? Like, is it that easy to... Because they showed David Lightman hacking shit. Like, back then, a lot of it was like, what's it called? Dial tone or touch tone? Like, all you have to do is have the right frequency, and then, like, you're in. And so he was like... Well, he was doing that with, like, phones to, like, get into networks, I guess. Mm-hmm. But so they ended up doing a big study for Reagan after he saw the movie, and they were like, actually, it's pretty easy to hack into our shit. And that's when they started, like, figuring out how to make firewalls, and, like, essentially we need to have some...
Why we have all the stuff that we have, all the virus protection.
Precisely.
Look at Ronald Reagan, he's a genius.
Yeah, the old Gipper, he was. The old Gipper, trickle down, baby. Trickle down, I can...
Anywho.
I'll trickle it down. What you been watching? Watch it, baby.
Watch it, baby.
Watch it, baby. What you been
watching? What
you been watching down the bayou way, baby?
Nothing exciting. I mean, it's exciting to me. I finally remembered my little brother's Hulu lock-in, so I could start watching...
Handmaid's Tale?
No, so I could start watching... You're going to hate this.
Gundam Wing?
No, this is a very Elliot show. Bachelor in Paradise.
Why is that an Elliot show?
Because he loves trash, like reality TV.
Oh, that's true. But not
so
like that. He
one
likes
of
Real Housewives
like my best like girlfriend, good old Stace Cadet. She texted me a couple weeks ago and was like, "I need you to get Hulu because I can't stop watching this train wreck and I need somebody to talk about it with."
Okay.
So I caught up. And it's like we just keep texting about how shitty some of these people are. And weirdly enough, do you remember Kay Brown?
I do.
So she has a podcast about the Bachelor series that one of the guys from The Bachelor in Paradise we call him off-brand Jim Halpert. Yeah. He just looks like that guy, John Krasinski.
What's Kay's podcast called? I would listen to it.
It's like The Bachelorette.
The Bachelorette.
Or something like that.
That's funny.
It's some play on
I
Batch.
saw her the night before
But that's her co-host. It's the two of them. And I was like, you fucker. But now you're having a podcast in New York City with, like, the hottest guy that was on that show. But I digress. But I've really just been watching a lot of...
Good for her. I always liked her. I can never remember how I met her. But I saw her at...
I was in theater and stuff with her. So.
Thanksgiving. The night before Thanksgiving. And I was so surprised that she recognized me. And she was like, popular. Sorry.
But anyway, I've only been watching that as
digress.
I've only been watching that because it's like live on TV right now. So like, there was an episode last night and there was an episode tonight. So tonight I can watch last night's episode and tomorrow I can watch tonight's episode. So very excited because they left us with quite a cliffhanger last week. Yeah. But in betwixt that, whilst I'm waiting for it.
Yes.
Sully's making a beard for himself right now, for those of you not
I'm an old prospector.
Because I can't ever tell a story without Sully stealing the show.
I heard it. It's about the Bachelorette.
No, that's not what I've actually just been watching I've been rewatching Broad City.
1
and 2 and 3 and 4.
That's a good show too.
Broad City, bitch. Yas, queen.
So I should watch this Bachelor. Like, how bad of a train wreck are we talking? It's not meant to be a train wreck.
It's just okay. So basically,
did you ever watch Burning Love? Because that was supposed to be like that.
No, but I remember. I think I told you I watched Love It or Married at First Sight, where people literally get married at first sight.
And that was you felt like was staged, right? Or like kind of scripted?
I don't know if it was scripted. I think it was edited in a way that was misleading. But I think the scenarios and like the relationships were very real. In terms of like, I think they're like 50-50 on those, like what's worked and what's hasn't. But anyway, the Bachelor in Paradise series is essentially all the people that didn't get selected, like the runners up or just like whatever. So
the rejects.
It's all the rejects get thrown on this beach in this big beautiful beach house, and so like
they real world them up.
Essentially, but their goal is to get married to get engaged by the end. So there's like, I think they started with like 13 guys and like 9 girls. Old Bessie's getting real loud.
I think the old nuclear reactor's going
on. So the first week the guys had the roses, and whatever girls didn't get roses had to go home. But they'll keep adding people in to just like stir the pot.
Fresh fish.
To stir the pot, but there's always there's always more of one gender than of the other. So that way, when the next week the girls gave out the roses, so they had new people come in, so that there was more guys than girls, and so every time they do that, they get.
I can see how that would be a shit show.
So it's just like
it's hard to judge,
and a lot of them know each other from before.
The show.
Like even if they weren't on the same show, like because they've all been in it, they know each other via social media, so they've all hung out, which means a lot of them have already hooked up prior to this, so then that drama comes out.
A lot of beautiful people fucking.
It's very interesting. Or they've been on The Bachelor in Paradise before.
I kind of miss the days of like the Real World and shit like that. I don't
it's very Real World-esque, except for it's a little less drinking.
And now that I dislike.
I mean, they are drinking the entire time, but I
never really thought about it. You're right. They really drank a fuck ton in the Real World, didn't they?
Yeah.
It was like
they're just not getting as fucked up. I just spit.
Well, these people are kind of older though. Not that they're too old, like,
well, that's what was stressing me out. Is like
they've got to be in their late 20s at least.
No, a lot of them are like 23 to 25, and then there's like a couple of the guys are like 30 and 32. But for the most part, they're all like under fucking 25. And it just stresses me out because I'm like, damn it. If these young fucks, if they all find love before me. But most
of them because they're so good looking they can be on TV. You see what I'm saying? So they're going to be fine.
And I'm not. But basically, that's just been a fun guilty pleasure and something to talk about with my BFF, and other than that, it's just been a lot of Broad City because there is nothing to dislike about Broad City.
It's a good show.
It's a great show.
I agree with you.
Yeah, and so speaking of Broad City and all the things that those girls get into, I have a question for you. This is going to come full circle with our not debate, but our discussion of the cabin this weekend. I don't know if you remember this or not, or if you were even in the room, but at some point the discussion of the use of condoms came up. Do you have any recollection of this?
I don't.
So at some point the boys were talking about condoms and how apparently no one uses condoms anymore. And I was like, what do you mean? And they're like, yeah, I don't use condoms. Like, what do you? And I was like, of course I use condoms. What?
I think it varies on the person. Like somebody like, for example, Rob is a longtime girlfriend. He probably doesn't use a condom.
Well, that's different. Like when my ex and I were dating. But if you're telling me that
you're going out there slaying randoms.
And they're not. That's what they're saying.
Oh yeah, that is weird because you just never know.
You never know.
They could have herpes, and you don't have to have a flare up to pass herpes on people.
Ugh, I was just like, what do you guys mean?
Not to what's it called? Demonize herpes because it's really not a huge deal. I mean, a lot of people have herpes.
Yeah, I mean,
your mom probably has herpes.
I mean, STDs are STDs. It is what it is. It's going to happen to everybody at some point in their lives, and it's fine. And I'm not like slut shaming them for not using condoms, but it just seems reckless. And granted, the group that I was discussing this with are not the most sexually active men in the world anyway. So it's not like they're just plowing through pussy.
They're out here trying though.
But they're out here trying, and
I think it depends on how well you know the person, I guess. I mean, like if I knew somebody for a long time, like at least 6 months, but even then,
6 months a long time.
I don't know.
But it's just, I don't know. It just seems really dumb. And I can't take birth control for a myriad of health reasons and things. Plus, I don't like it. I don't like the way it makes me feel. And it's not just the lady's responsibility to be the contraceptive provider.
Like most women are on birth control, so I would worry less about that than I would STDs. My point is, if you ever have a one night stand, not that I'm demonizing them.
Yeah, if you want to get your fuck on, get your fuck on.
But what I'm saying is, like, if they're doing that often, you should probably.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's just interesting to me because if I ask girls are like, yes, I use condoms. If I ask guys say, no, I don't. It's like, well, who are you guys fucking? Because
all the girls
someone's lying somewhere.
It's probably the girls, to be honest.
I mean, I've definitely slept with somebody
without one.
Ah! And it's fine. It's not the best decision. You gotta, you go to the lady doctor. You get your checkup done anyway. You're like, hey, do an extra swab while you're down there, and it comes back clean, and we're fine. But I'm just saying that risk is always a little scary.
Yeah,
because it's just like I don't want anything.
Well, yeah, but okay. Well, here's a question for you. Let's say that you fuck somebody, and then
like a rando, or
yeah.
I mean, I've never really fucked a rando.
You fuck a rando with a condom, and then 2 weeks later you fuck them again, and then 3 weeks later you fuck them again, and then like after that. How many are you? I mean, my question is,
when do you stop using condoms?
When do you stop worrying about the ST?
If you're
one of these liberal people about condoms, not liberals,
I know what you mean. Yeah. So my stance on that depends on the person in terms of like, have we discussed like, are we actually like kind of dating, or are we just strictly hooking up? Because if we're just fucking, baby. If we're just fucking, we're gonna be using condoms for a long time. Because if we're just fucking, I'm assuming that you're probably fucking other people, and I don't want.
Is that a movie? Shit. Fucking other people?
I don't think so. If anything, it's probably a porn, not a movie.
Sounds like a movie. Yeah. Sounds like a movie title. Fucking other people.
There is one that's called Fucking in
a Hopeless Place.
Trainspotting? I'm just making things up. I don't know.
Fucking in a Hopeless Place.
We fucked in love in a hopeless fuck. That's all I got. But yeah, so Condom Debate 2019. Guys,
I use them.
Just use them. Like, the boys were like, oh, you just can't feel anything. Like, bullshit.
It still feels pretty good, but
it definitely feels better even for me without it.
Well, we would definitely, like, if you told me tomorrow STDs are eliminated and any woman and you're sterile, me specifically, I'd be like, all right, well, I'm never using a condom again.
Fair, go for it.
But since that is not the reality,
and most likely never will be, because even if we cure the STDs we have now, how bodies fucking work and bacteria and shit works, I'm sure we'll find new ones.
This is gonna sound gross, but it's still like a latex glove though, where like it feels hot.
I use lambskin.
There's none of the wetness. That's the only thing that's not.
No, cool. I feel like almost all condoms are lubed on the inside and the outside.
It's not her though. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah. Again, obviously, it feels better without.
Yeah, I'm just saying that.
But
it's different. But personally, but I'm a scared motherfucker. I live that way. I live scared, baby. Turtle, bitch. But so that's why I would definitely prefer to wear one.
Don't be a fool. Wrap your tool.
Don't be a fool. Stay in school.
That as well.
Because
you know what happens when you stay in school? You learn sex education and to wear condoms.
Let me tell you when they're going to wish they had been wearing condoms. When they wake up with a sore on their dick.
I mean...
They're going to wake up with a big sore on their dick.
It was just...
And they're like, what's this?
It was just so interesting because at the time that we were having the conversation, I was the only female in the room, which with our friend group tends to happen the majority of the time. But we were at a cabin where there was more... Actually, weirdly enough, more girls than there were guys. And yet none of the ladies were around when this was happening. And I'm just looking around for like, can I get a devil's advocate? Can I get a little support
There's got to be some girls, though, who either lie about it or don't agree, though. So it must have been a biased group that you were testing.
That's what I'm saying. Someone's lying to me.
It's got to be the girls. I doubt it's the guys. Actually, it could be the guys. Because they could be saying that, but then when they are about to fuck a chick and she's like, no, it depends. It really depends.
So you're telling me that, like, if you were about to hook up with a girl... And you were one of those people that doesn't use condoms. If you're about to hook up with a girl and she asks you to put a condom on, you're not going to do it because...
No, I'm definitely going to do it. But what I'm saying is this. Like, let's say you don't have one. That's probably what they're doing. They're probably like, I don't have
I mean,
one.
and that's been the instance where I slept with somebody, like, it was somebody that I'd been, like, seeing.
Right.
But it was one of those instances where, like, we didn't have one. We were drunk and, like, things were already progressing. And I was like...
Mm-hmm. Very nice. Good for him.
Like, whoops. But it's,
Whoops.
I mean, knock on wood, everything's been fine since then.
How do you know? He could have your baby. He could have your baby somewhere.
I impregnated him. You are correct, sir.
Now.
I'm not paying that child support.
You could have your son right now.
Motherfucker. No. But I just... It
Billy,
just baffles me. That it sounds to me like I don't think any of those boys even, like, own condoms.
I'm sure they do.
That just seems irresponsible.
I bet they do. They have to.
Now I'm just worried about my friend's genitalia.
Well, come on now. You're not supposed to be everybody's mom. Just let it ride.
I was the mom all weekend.
You were a good mom, too.
I was taking care of everybody. I was cooking for everybody. Do you know how many times I yelled, "Get out of my fucking kitchen"?
A lot. I heard it. If they get festering wounds on their dicks, it's not your fault. You warned them.
I did. I was just like, what do you mean you don't wear condoms? What do you mean? Like, ever? Because sometimes, I mean, I get it. Every once in a while shit happens. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. But, like, to make it a practice to not?
But, like, let's say if you're like our one friend
irresponsible.
Who has a healthy
wiener?
Rogues gallery. Sure, yeah, his wiener's healthy.
What the fuck is a rogues gallery?
Rogues gallery. You know, like how Batman has the Joker and shit. Like, the girls that he...
Speak non-nerd to me.
The girls that he keeps around, like, in his circle. That, like, oh, I might fuck her this weekend if I'm around her. Now I'm near this one at a festival. I might fuck her.
Are we talking about the same person?
Yes.
Okay. What about it?
What I'm saying is, like, well, if it's somebody like him...
Can't take you seriously with this hair right now.
He has a rogues gallery. So, like, he knows them well.
Yeah, but here's the thing. It doesn't matter how well you know somebody, because if you're not consistently fucking this person, the potential for them to be out there sleeping with other people. Because what is it they say? Every time you sleep with somebody, you essentially sleep with everyone they've slept with.
Every time you sleep with somebody, you're also fucking everyone else that they have slept with. And if they're a mom...
You just repeated everything I just said.
If they're a mom, you're fucking their kids because they gave birth.
No, I don't... I don't think it works. I don't think that was...
And if you're fucking them, you fucked every ancestor they've ever had. Well... Because technically it's their genes.
Feels like...
So you're fucking millions.
It feels like an inaccuracy.
You're fucking Neanderthals. You're fucking platypuses.
Platypi. So essentially it's incest because we're all related.
So true, yeah. It's true.
Do I have pitters right now?
It's weird when you think about it.
Why am I so sweaty? I'm like not normally a sweaty human.
Ugh.
It's mostly just this guy.
It smells like a taco truck's nearby.
It doesn't smell at all. What does that smell like? Sully's armpit smells like a...
Like a fortune cookie!
No, it smells like one of those, the tree air fresheners that you put in your car.
That's because I put some...
Or like that spray that you put on artificial Christmas trees.
That's what I used. I didn't have any deodorant. So all I could find was an artificial tree spray.
Sully smells like an artificial Christmas tree. Sexy! Oh, God. Anyway, the debate is closed. Wear condoms, kids.
The floor's closed! Wear condoms.
Close the book. That's it. That's all I got. It's
Wear
fine.
condoms or get festering wounds on your dick and then have babies.
And die. You will get pregnant and die.
You'll give your festering wounds to your kids,
okay,
too.
You look like...
bastards.
Samara from the fucking Ring.
There's a bitch coming out the TV. Scary Movie 3.
Yeah. Is that the same one where she's like, I'll piss in your mouth.
I think
I will shit on these walls, Greg.
I think so. Isn't that the first one she's in?
I think so. I don't know. Those movies all kind of blur together, but I just love that fucking scene.
So do I.
She's just fucking him and saying some real gross shit.
Strong hand.
Take my strong hand. But Undateable, let's jump into that. What you got for me, Brick? I think if I remember correctly, both of our Undateables happened not at the same time, but at the same bar.
Rosedale, yeah. Rosedale, I do well there.
Rosedale gets us.
I do well there. Well, not well. I get interest there.
What happened?
Honestly, it's not even that bad of an Undateable. I'm just stupid, I guess. Where were we going? I think I was in a hurry.
No, you got... Let me set the scene for you folks. So I was working. I was on call. I brought my computer to brunch. Took it to the next bar with us. No big deal. Sitting there, and Sully said, I want to go back to your apartment with you and just like get a case of beer and let's just sit outside and day drink there because we'll save money.
That's true.
I had to go home anyway because the computer was dying and I was still working. And I was like, I've got, people I've got to contact. I got to go home. So you can either come with me now or just meet me there. Not because the bar we were at was right down the street. And I was like, I'm going to go get food. And I'm going to go home.
And I wanted food at the time.
And you were like, I'll meet you there in like an hour. And then 4 hours later, I didn't hear from you. So I made plans with somebody else to just go grab a quick drink when I was done. And then it was literally just like an hour.
I said later, didn't I?
Yeah, you called me. And as he called me, my friend Jam, who you love.
Oh,
You and Jam called me at the same time to say that you were there. And I was like, I thought I wasn't seeing you again.
Oh, wow.
So you,
we worked it out.
Him and our other friend got white girl wasted and just appeared at my apartment like 5 or 6 hours after they were supposed to be there. But in the meantime, when I left them, evidently they ran into a girl that I believe you were referring to as Rainbow Shoes.
But again, I don't really know why it's undateable. I kind of just fucked up.
Well, that's what makes you undateable. It's the fact that you can't.
I don't read signs.
Read these signs.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, here's the issue: is that with long hair. So now that I've lost weight. Mm-hmm. I've noticed more looks, but then I always have to question myself. Where I'm like, is she looking at me or is she looking at the hair?
Does it matter?
It does because because when you have long hair, I feel like girls sometimes will just be admiring the hair and they're like, is this guy pulling this hair off? What's this guy doing with this hair?
I mean,
what's this? You think I'm thinking too much about it?
100%.
That's totally possible.
You overthink literally.
Anyway, we met eyes. We gazed upon each other. And she had rainbow colored. She had they weren't rainbow. She had white shoes, but the bottom of the shoe, they were like Converses or
it's like the sole had stripies in it.
Rainbows.
Okay.
And I noticed her shoes or whatever, and then I didn't say anything to her. We just made eye contact and noticed her shoes. And that was it. And then later I was coming out of the bathroom and I've been braiding my hair a lot recently. And typically... I've
been braiding your hair a lot recently.
Thank you. And I'm not trying to brag, you can vouch, I get a lot of compliments on it.
You do?
It's annoying. A lot of girls will be like, I love your hair. And so I figure, it's breaking the ice. It's breaking the ice, baby. If it's working for me, it's working for me.
Baby.
So she stopped me and was like, I just want you to know, and I'm not bragging.
Oh my God, just
this is what she said. She said, I love your hair. You have the best hair in here. And then her other friend, who was dressed kind of like Cynthia from the Rugrats. Angela?
Angelica.
Angelica. She was kind of, I don't know if and then she had the rainbow shoes on, so now I'm thinking about it. They might have been somewhere going to a theme party or something. I don't know.
Okay.
She was dressed kind of 80s, the other girl. But so they were telling me how much they liked my hair. And then Rainbow Shears was like, what's your name? And I was like, it's Tyler, and this is Nick, and we're here all the...
We'll see you around.
Yeah, we're here all the time. You'll see us around. And they were like, okay.
And then you just left.
And then, I could tell by her face...
But she was not expecting the conversation to be over?
To be over. But then in the moment I read it they're trying to get rid of me. But then, I don't know, I'm just not very smart, is the point.
Ugh, you.
It's the point. But because I braid my hair, I feel like if I see anybody again, they're going to know it's me. You know what I mean? Because I'm the only guy with braids and OTR.
I mean, I think even if you wear it down, they're going to know it's you.
I'm probably going to get jumped by this one girl. I was walking by this girl that night, and I was being totally serious, but I did kind of say it. I wasn't saying it sarcastically, but I was tired and I was drunk, and I was like, oh my God, what a cute dog. To this girl who
You said it in that tone?
Yes.
Oh my God.
But I was very tired, and she was like, fuck you, asshole. And I was like, I meant that seriously, you miserable cunt. Well, that pisses me off.
That escalated so quickly.
She didn't say anything. She just kept walking. But it did escalate quickly. I was trying to give her a fucking compliment. I love dogs. I would never say... And then I started thinking, I was like, was it missing an eye or something? Why did she get so angry about that? I must have really said it worse than I thought.
You had to have. Because that's a very Sully thing to do as well.
But even then, how bad could I have said it? Wow, what a cute dog. I know I didn't do that.
Undateable.
I don't know.
Undateable.
But anyway.
So mine was at the same place, but again, not... I think mine was before, the weekend before or something. I was shatting up a boy.
Shatting him up, huh?
Shatting him up. I didn't even, it was kind of one of the, like a Sully situation where I didn't realize it was a flirtatious thing. I thought we were just chit-chatting.
We're just bros.
And you can vouch for this. He popped in, because I didn't really realize what was happening until you told me after the fact that you walked in at the right moment in my conversation where I was like, and that's when they gave me an enema.
Oh, yeah, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with you. This is your problem. I try to warn you this, but your feelings get hurt. Sometimes you go a little... they don't.
I overshare.
Well, yeah, they don't want to know that you're dying. Okay.
Well, I am. I mean, that's a big reason we didn't fucking record. Is I was in the hospital again.
It is, yeah. But
I can't help it. It's not my fault.
You should keep it to yourself. I literally popped in the conversation for 1 second. I was like, I mingle. Like, I'll go to one group.
Yeah, like, come to, like, talk and say hi.
So I walk over to that group, and I pop in for 1 second. And I hear, like, so anyway, that's when they gave me an enema. And then I didn't say anything. I was like, all right. I'm going to do what this guy's wishing he could do. I'm going to get the fuck out of here.
He's going to run away now. I mean, if I was a gay man talking to another gay man and I said, and that's when they gave me an enema, he'd be like, well, then he's good to go. Your butthole's clear. Just put it in you.
Enemas. You guys love butt stuff. I don't get it.
I don't love butt stuff.
I saw a funny thing on Twitter the other day.
But yeah, that makes me undateable.
Oh, wait, it wasn't Twitter. It was Reddit. But it reminded me of you and Elliot, where it was
Scales and I?
It was a man, and he was like, I believe that women are harder to orgasm because they're not meant to experience sex as well as a man. I forget what he said, but something fucked up, but like about like religiously, he believes that like it's women.
I think I saw exactly what you're talking about. And then some guy
replied and said like, you're gonna be fucked up when you realize God put your G-spot in your asshole.
Yeah. What the fuck did that guy... What was his initial comment?
I don't remember, but it was like...
I think it was something basically that, like, women aren't meant to orgasm. Like, fuck you guys.
Basically. Like, there's a reason that men can orgasm much easier. Or, like, come easier.
It was weird.
Anyway.
People are weird.
People are strange.
So, we're strange as well.
People
can't
read.
When you're a stranger.
Who can't read? R. Kelly?
I didn't say can't read.
Oh, I thought you said can't read.
Because you interrupted me. We can't read signs from people that are flirting with us.
Oh, so true. Yeah.
And nor do we either of us know when to stop talking.
Well, see, and hold on, let me throw one.
Or just stop oversharing.
Sometimes I'll think somebody's flirting with me, and then later on I'll be like, she was into me, wasn't me.
Then everybody else is like,
no, just you will be like, no. And I'll be like, I'm pretty sure she was. Like, you know.
Well, no, and some of it's not like a dig on you that they're not into you, but like, for instance, the one girl that was showing you pictures on her phone and like ended up essentially showing you like naked pictures of herself and then was like, oh, that's my boyfriend over there. Like, that girl wasn't interested in you. That girl was interested in attention.
Yeah, that was weird.
So like, that's what I mean when you were like, I think that girl was like into me because she was showing me these pictures and I'm like, no, that girl found an in with you, made it very clear that she had a boyfriend that was right there, but then was showing you these pictures to like keep you around because she obviously wasn't getting attention from her boyfriend who was on the other side of the bar.
I don't know. I think it was she played it off like an accident. I mean, it could have been, but she was
you did not make it sound like it felt like a very intentional accident.
Oh wait, yeah, no, because she wasn't naked in the one picture though. It was from the side, but when she was talking about the braids.
Yeah.
But yeah, she
had to show him a picture of her braids.
And she had nothing on in the picture, but she had shorts on, but she was covering her boobs.
Yeah.
But had her hair had her face to the side so you could see her braids.
People are.
Yeah.
Humans are weird.
Humans are weird. But anyway, if you're listening to this podcast, give me a call if you broke up with your boyfriend.
Yeah, we don't even know her name.
I do.
Didn't she say she went to the same high school as us?
She did. Yeah, she gave me her name and I remember it.
Oh, great. God for you.
I remember it was a weird name where
you should go into the Craigslist, what's it called? Not the classifieds, but like the missed, I would say missed encounters, but yeah.
Missed connections. Do people really use those?
I don't know.
On Craigslist? There's gotta be a better place.
I'm sure there is, but like that was like, I think the original, like, I don't fucking know.
Saw you at the gas station.
Yeah.
Saw you at the gas station the other day. Had your milkshake made up.
Somebody do it about you. I saw you at the gas station. They were asking you for your rewards card.
And you were angry about it.
And you were yelling at them, why do you need my name?
I like long-haired men like stay off the grid.
Oh, that's so funny. It is. So guys, we're thinking we're not going to do They Love Each Other this week.
Do?
Because we've been doing it a lot lately, you know? So we're gonna move on.
Plus, we're like 100% at getting it right or wrong.
Well,
except Kim and Kanye.
One of the first couples we did, it was a divorced couple, so.
And he's remarried, so.
And he is remarried. So we decided we're gonna do a fun game that everybody loves called Fuck, Marry, Kill. I don't know why I sang it, but. So do you have your humans for me, or should I go first?
I think I'd rather do yours first. You ready?
Yeah.
I mainly went for they're going to be hard to choose.
Because they're so sexy?
No. Because they're so beloved.
Okay. So
your fuck, marry, kill is Bill Murray.
Oh.
Steve Martin.
Oh.
Alec Baldwin.
Which one's Alec Baldwin? I always get the Baldwin brothers mixed up. He's the one from 30 Rock.
He's this one.
He's the one from 30 Rock. Okay.
Yes.
Then Blue Eyes. Ooh.
From 30 Rock.
Ooh.
Gonna fuck Alec Baldwin. But then you're gonna have to kill Bill Murray or Steve Martin.
I know. I think I would fuck Alec Baldwin. I would marry Bill Murray and I'd kill Steve Martin.
Oh my god.
let me think about it for a second.
You're gonna kill
That's my knee-jerk reaction.
Steve Martin.
I don't want to kill any of them.
If I was you, I would definitely fuck one of the old men and I'd kill Alec Baldwin. Just because he's not a comedy treasure.
I disagree. He's not as treasured as the other two. But them blue eyes get me.
Well, yeah, that's why
he's a beautiful man.
I threw him in there as the easy fuck.
Yeah, so I'd fuck him.
Okay. She'd fuck Baldwin.
It's a real toss, but I think I'd rather kill Steve Martin than Bill Murray because Bill Murray's such a man of the people.
Hello, Lauren.
You'll just find him in at random frat parties.
Have you seen a documentary about Bill Murray?
I think
we did it as one of my watchings, didn't we?
We talked about it. I don't think either of us had watched it yet. I think it had just come out.
It's really good.
I have not watched it. I started to watch it, but it was super late at night. So I was like, I want to actually watch this. So I turned it off and I turned something else on because I was like, I'm gonna fall asleep and I don't want to miss this.
I highly recommend it.
I don't know
if it's still on there.
I don't know if it is either, but I'm sure I can find. I'm sure it's somewhere on the internet.
Shit's on the internet.
I can find it somewhere. I'm gonna go. That's my final answer. Fuck Stephen Baldwin.
Alec Baldwin.
Yeah, definitely kill Stephen Baldwin.
Wait, is that the one from Biodome?
I think so.
Okay.
Okay, so fuck Alec Baldwin. Marry Bill Murray. So sorry, Steve Martin. But I gotta kill you.
Honestly, he's been doing more banjo stuff than comedy recently.
Steve Martin?
Yeah.
Nice.
I love the movie Bowfinger, though, if anybody's ever seen it.
Have not.
It's a good one. But anyway, what's mine?
Okay, final answer. Okay, so yours is... You're gonna be so mad at me.
Okay.
We got Rosie O'Donnell.
Okay, easy.
Queen Latifah.
Okay.
Mama June.
Ooh.
You know who Mama June is, right?
Mm-hmm, yeah. Okay. Hold on, well, my back is hurting.
Her face is perfect.
Kill Mama June. They fucking people keep posting.
She's all skinny now.
Yeah, but they post clickbait like, Mama June's hot. No, she's not.
She's not.
She's just lost weight. There's a big difference there.
She's definitely prettier than she was.
But she's not pretty.
Easy. Okay.
Mama June, back the fuck off, alright? I don't find you attractive.
Okay, so kill Mama June.
Kill Mama June.
Okay.
Marry Rosie O'Donnell. I don't really like her.
Really?
I don't like her, but I would never marry. I don't want to fuck her, that's for sure.
So you want to fuck Queen Latifah?
I'd give it to Queen Latifah's big old ass. That's for damn show.
She'd break you. She would.
I'd be fine
she
with
would fucking destroy
I'd
you.
be perfectly cool with it.
Yeah, Rosie O'Donnell seems like she'd be a really angry lover.
I just don't think she's attractive.
Like she'd just beat your ass in the middle of it.
And at least we'd have good conversations. I know a lot of people hate her, but I mean...
I don't hate her. I don't know how I feel about her, but I don't hate her.
I'd just joke around with her. It would be funny, have a good time.
Dang, you made that... You decided that way easier than I thought you were going to. But that's your final answer.
For sure, yeah.
So, fuck Queen Latifah, marry Rosie O'Donnell, kill Mama June.
Again, not really even a fan of Rosie O'Donnell, just with my choices. Yes. Final answer. Final answer.
Final answer, Bab. That's the round.
Yes, I'd like to phone a friend. All right, let's go ahead. Get my phone a friend. Dad, I won $1 million to do that.
Yes. Well, I don't, but you've told me about it
raised by TV.
A lot of times.
Did you see the thing in the news about that guy with the TV on his head delivering TVs to porches?
What?
I think I sent it to you, didn't I? There's a guy.
You send me a lot of weird shit.
There's a guy who's been wearing a TV on his head, and in the middle of the night he'll go put old TVs on porches.
As one does.
It's weird. I sent it to you.
super weird.
But when I thought I was like, there's a good dad joke in here because I was raised by TV.
Like he's wearing like a big one of the old box TVs.
I'm almost positive I sent it to you. He's got like a.
I'm sure you did. But again, you send me so much shit.
He's got like a cable installation suit, and then he has like a box TV on his head with 2 antennas. And
is it a real TV or is it like a TV he made out of like a box?
No, it's a real TV that he's like taking all the insides out. So he's just wearing the frame and the screen. Mm-hmm. And then like he walks up to a porch, puts an old TV down, then waves at the camera and walks away. It's pretty weird. That's in the news as well, folks. Be careful. But that's our fuck, marry, kill.
So should we recap the whole episode real quick? We got weird in the woods. Had no service for the entire time.
It's tight.
Let's see the news. We've got the Amazon is on fire. Cedric Benson went bye-bye. Rocco's Modern Life coming back. Not sure if it's going to be any good.
Not sure it's going to be good.
I've been watching Broad City and Bachelor in Paradise. Sully's been doing a lot of video game stuff, so we're not going to go back into that.
Video games. I'm recapping underneath your breath. Go on.
So annoying. Condom Debate 2019.
Condom Debate 2019.
Wrap your shit up, fellas.
Wrap your shit up, boys. You're going to get festering women either.
Undateable, we just can't read social cues.
Undateable, we're R. Kelly. We can't read.
Fuck, marry, kill. You guys remember it. Just fucking happened. So now, ladies and gentlemen, everybody's favorite time of the night.
Everybody's favorite segment!
And Sully actually did his job. That's what the hair's all about tonight.
Is this a mole on my ass?
He's really channeling his inner Weird Al with this big hair.
My. Woo.
Anyway.
My Bologna.
It's time for Weird Al or Real Lyric. And what you got for me, old souls?
Well, this is the
Sonny
wrong,
baby.
This is the wrong phone, but hold on.
Sonny baby, what you got for me? What you got for old
Hold
Washy
on,
baby?
I got you.
Quit leaning away. I'm not looking
You're
at it.
looking, I know you are.
I'm truly not.
Okay.
You ready?
Yes.
Weird Al or Real Lyric.
Hello. My name is Jimmy Pop, and I'm a dumb white guy. I'm not old or new, but middle school 5th grade, like junior high. I don't know mofo if y'all peeps be bugging. Give props to my hoe, 'cause she all fly. Who is it?
I don't feel like that's Weird Al because does he say ho? Isn't he supposed to be like kind of family friendly?
Weird Al has walked the lines.
I keep a close watch
on this Weird Al of mine.
Because you're mine.
I walk the line. We're going to Jackson.
Can you paint me a burn paint?
It's a good song.
I
just inhaled your burp. It just tasted something really weird. Alright, is it Weird Al or not?
I had zoodles for lunch.
Is it your final answer?
My final answer is that it's not Weird Al. I don't know what it is.
Tell me what it is.
Yeah.
Tell me. Take a guess. A stab in the dark.
A stab in the dark?
Stab in the dark! That's a good name for a song. I bet there's no song called that. We should make a song called that.
Okay.
A stab in the dark.
Fuck, I don't know.
Guess who it is? It's the Bloodhound Gang. It's a song called Fire, Water, Burn. It's the song that starts, the roof is on fire. The roof. That's it. Yep, that's how it starts.
We ain't
and it's
got
not
no
Weird Al.
money. So I was right.
You were right.
Half right.
You were right, yeah. I'll give it to you.
Do you remember that one time when it was a Weird Al lyric and you were like so confident that it wasn't and then it was and it was Amish Paradise?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That was so much fun for me.
I do remember. I'm not like an Weird Al like devotee.
I don't
know
what
I mean?
That.
I'm not. But anyway.
But anywho.
Good job. You did a good job. I stumped you.
Well, like half stumped me. So guys, that's it. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you are watching this on the YouTube.
Smash the like
At
button.
some point, I'm going to get this Yahoo to get us on the other places.
Yeah. Why does it got to be this Yahoo? It needs to be a shared effort.
Because I take care of our Facebook and our Instagram and everything else.
I signed on that I would do nothing. I would show up and I would get you off the rails.
And you barely do that.
I'm pretty good at getting things off the rails.
But check us out everywhere else. We've got some stuff coming up. I'm going to post on our Instagram. Some weird pictures of us from the last, from our summer excursions we've been having.
Tons of them.
Why we haven't been on the interwebs lately.
We've been social.
We've been social, but without the media.
Social B-Fly. Social B-Fly, PCast Blast.
But that's it. Thank you so much for stopping by. Stopping by. You're at your own home, I'm imagining. I'm going to stop talking now.
Thanks so much for stopping by.
It's been real. Bye.
Bye. We'll never see you at a library.